Hey nerds, it's time to open up this SH Figuarts Trafalgar Law figure. Let's get him out of the box. All right, nerds, let's get Traffy out of the box here. Get the side open, slide that right out. Nice and easy. And like always, SH Figuarts puts the instructions for the figures on the side panel flaps. Let's get this open right here. Put this out. And so many pieces in here. Trafalgar comes with multiple sets of hands. The first one's here being the thumbs up. We have wide open hands. We have these mid-open gripping hands right here. He comes with a pair of sword gripping hands. And then he has these 3 alternate left hands. He has 4 additional faceplates, all with their own unique expressions. He has this alternate head so you can have him without his hat on. And of course, we get an alternate faceplate for Luffy as well. We have the sword in its scabbard. Very nice detail on this. And then we have the actual sword unsheathed as well. Again, very cool detail with the black and then the silver blade. The tip of the sword does have a pointy edge to it, but it's not too bad. And the plastic is a softer plastic, so it is flexible, but it's nowhere near as bad as those anime hero ones where it just bends and stays. It's going back to its original shape, which is nice. All right, let's check out our Traffy figure here. He's looking absolutely awesome. I'm loving the look of him, just like the anime. Looks really great. We got the tattoos on his chest, you can see. Tattoos on his forearms and his hands. The print on his pants is awesome. Even the hat detail. Very, very accurate looking figure. Yeah, I really like this one a lot. Let's run through his articulation real quick. We're going to start with the feet like we always do. They point down that far, point up that far. We have some toe articulation right there. The ankles spin around, and we also have an ankle rocker in there. We have double jointed knees that give us this much bend. The legs kick forward this far, a little bit hindered by his shirt bottom. They come out that far. And then let's see here, do they go back? Not too far. And then we also have, of course, our thigh cut right there. Spins around left and right. We have waist articulation to spin them left and right. And there is actually an ab crunch underneath that shirt in there. Check that out. You can actually move. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it is there. And if you look on the back here, there's a cut in the plastic on his shirt. Check that out. And that's so you can do like bend him like that, I guess, and like doesn't ruin it. Like that's pretty cool. His cloak does not appear to be removable. I'm trying to pull it off a little bit, but I think it's glued on and I obviously don't want to rip it apart. But we do have 2 joints right here on these side parts where they kind of like flap open. You can see that right there. There's a joint there. So you can kind of get him out of the way of his arms. But otherwise, it seems like you're stuck with the cloak on unless you really want to deal with ripping that glue off on the back. Now I'm loving the shoulder joints on this Trafalgar Law figure. Check out the butterfly joint. It goes so far forward. You can actually cross his arms. It's so awesome. Then it goes all the way back as well. Can kind of go up and down in there. So basically a barbell joint, which is awesome. It gives you all this range of motion on that shoulder. You can spin his arm all the way around if these things weren't in the way. But I really wish Zoro had some articulation like this. This would be absolutely awesome on him. We got the bicep cut in there as well. It spins all the way around. Got the double jointed elbow. See that? Nice bend. And of course, we have your standard SH Figuarts wrist articulation. His head turns left and right, has some left and right lean in there, but it's definitely hitting his cloak. He looks down that far and can't really look up at all because the back of his head and hat are hitting that cloak. Maybe that's why they gave us that cut back there, to give us that extra bend so we can like make him look up if you want to. But otherwise, he's not looking up while using this head. Let's run through swapping the face plates on this figure really quick. We're going to pop the whole head off. You don't have to, but I'm just going to do it that way. We can take the hat off like this. It should just slide right off. And then we take the face plate off as well. And we have the back piece right here. We're going to take our new face plate and just connect it in like that. And then we're going to take the hat and pop it back on. Just like that. Should slide right in there. And then we'll just put the head back on. There you go. Is that a whole new face? And then if you want to use the other headpiece that has no hat on, we just pop the whole thing off right there. We're going to take this piece right here, that's the hair. I believe we pull the front off. Yep, just like we do on the Luffy figures. Pretty easy. We'll take the extra head sculpt here. Let's run with this one right here, the funny one. Why not? Slide it back on. Let's see. Line up. There we go. Put it on right there. We're going to take the hair piece, plug it back in the front. Similar to Luffy, like I said just a second ago. And then we can take this and pop it back on him. And there we go. Trafalgar Law with no hat on. Looking very, very weird. So my opinion on Trafalgar Law here. I'm going to say that this is the best one-piece figure SH Figuarts has made. Just although articulation is awesome, my only concern and issue with it is this cloak. I wish it was either cloth good so I get it out of the way more, or that I could just get rid of it altogether because it's kind of annoying. But otherwise, I mean, his articulation's awesome. He moves in all the right places. Even with the shirt on, he still has great articulation and crunch, you know, for these type of figures. And the shoulder joints are just, they're awesome. I wish Zorro had them. Again, I'm going to say it. My only issue with the shoulder is like the way they kind of drop down. You get some weird little funky angles in there. But whatever, I'll take it for the articulation. The last thing I want to say about this figure is I really wish he came with his own stand, because this cloak is heavy and he's just going to like fall over all the time on you unless you balance it perfectly, which is the only other downfall to this cloak. All the downfalls on this figure definitely related to this cloak. But otherwise, I'm loving this figure, guys. So there you go, nerds. That's your SH Figuarts Trafalgar Law figure. Let me know what you think in the comments.